The quality of your thinking determines the quality of your life. It's actually the thinking and the thoughts you have about that area of your life that's creating the result in it. The simple 5-step process that I'm about to share with you on today's video will set you free in every area of your life. So if you're stuck right now in any area, whether it's health and losing weight, whether it's finances, career, or business, whether it's with your relationships, you can apply this simple strategy to help you shift that area of your life right away. And if you practice this every day, you are going to exponentially transform that area of your life in a matter of minutes or days rather than weeks, months, or even years. So if you're excited to shift your life in a very simple and fast manner, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe because I'm going to be sharing a lot more videos just like this one in the very near future. And I don't want you to miss out on these quantum leap shifts that you can have in your life. So let's jump right into today's video for you. So I'm going to first share the 5 steps with you, and then we're going to go through each one in more detail. Step number 1 is notice when you're not happy. Step 2 is notice the thought or thoughts that you're currently thinking that is causing you to be unhappy. Number 3 is to recognize that they are not true. 100% of the time, the thoughts that you're thinking that are making you unhappy are not actually true. And we're going to get into this. Trust me, we're going to go very deep in today's video for you, and it's going to change your life forever. Stay with me here. Number 4 is you're going to power pose yourself out of the state of unhappiness. And again, we're going to go deeper into this idea as we keep going here. And number 5, you're going to respond differently and better to the situation that's making you unhappy. Okay, those are the 5 steps, and we're going to go deeper into each one. So before we go deeper, it's important to understand 2 main concepts. Number 1 is you are the creator of your life and your results. And you create it via your attention, energy, and focus. Wherever your attention goes, energy flows and momentum grows. And so wherever you're flowing your attention, energy, and focus to in any area of your life, it's growing in momentum. And if you are thinking bad thoughts about that area, it's going to grow in bad momentum. Same thing with good thoughts. If you're thinking good thoughts and flowing good energy to that area, it's going to grow in a good and positive manner. Okay. So the idea is you are the creator though. Whatever you're flowing your attention, energy, and focus to is actually creating that thing as a result. And we're going to break this down even further as we keep going here. Okay. But the second idea really quick is that you're only ever in 2 states of being throughout the day, a positive state of being or a negative state of being. One just so happens to be a creation state of being. The other is a destructive state of being, actually. Some other ways to look at this is you are in a powerful state of being or a primal state of being, a thriving state of being or surviving state of being, a calm and relaxed state of being, or a stressed out, overwhelmed state of being. One is filling you up and recharging your battery, so to speak, and the other is draining it and breaking you down, actually. But the idea is one is a good state, the other is a bad state. It's that simple, okay? And the emotions and feelings that you feel in each state are drastically different, actually. In the creating, thriving, powerful state, you feel joy, excitement, curiosity, adventure, passion, compassion, understanding. You're at peace. You're calm. You're relaxed. You have all the time in the world. In the other state, you're feeling bad, you're overwhelmed, you're stressed, or maybe you're bored, uncertain, or procrastinating, or maybe you're even sad or depressed in that state of being. In other words, you're just not feeling good in that state, and it's a destructive state. It's literally draining your life force energy and your battery, so to speak, all throughout the day. Which means because you are the creator of your life, it means you're flowing a lot of attention, energy, and focus to things that you don't desire in your life. And it's not actually the things that you don't desire that is the problem. It's your thoughts and the way you're thinking about those things that is the actual problem. So here's where we get to go a little bit deeper so that you can start to understand exactly what's creating your reality and your results. Most people are reacting on autopilot to unwanted circumstances, and that mechanism is perpetuating the actual circumstance and result that you're getting in that area. They're blaming the circumstance or the result or the fact or reality in their life as being the cause of why they feel a certain way. But actually, the true cause is how they think and how they feel about the circumstance and results. That's actually the true cause. And the result and circumstance and reality, in other words, is just the effect of the thinking that created it. The quality of your thinking determines the quality of your life. And we're going to really start to uncover this for you on today's video so that you really understand what is actually creating your results. It's actually the thinking and the thoughts you have about that area of your life that's creating the result in it. And let's go a little bit deeper so that you understand exactly how this works. So let's just say you have no money in the bank. And it's a fact, it's a reality, it's a result, it's a circumstance right now in your life. And you literally open up your bank app on your phone and you see that there's no money in your bank. So you can say, well, Tony, I have no money in the bank. So of course I'm going to think thoughts and feel crappy about that, right? And maybe some of the thoughts are, oh, I never have enough money. Oh man, again, how am I supposed to pay this bill at the end of the month, right? Oh man, this sucks. Life is so hard. I want to propose this idea to you that it's the thoughts you're actually thinking, and you have been thinking them for quite some time, and they've become a program in your mind and your subconscious programming. And those actual thoughts you've been thinking on repeat and on autopilot is the reason you don't have any money in your bank right now. So in other words, they're the instruction that your psycho-cybernetic being here has been operating from, and it has created the result of having no money in the bank. So stay with me here. What does psycho-cybernetic mean, right? It's the way you're thinking is creating the result, actually. So it's a cause and effect, but most people have it backwards. They think the cause is their circumstance, but it's actually the thought they're having about their circumstance that is perpetuating their circumstance and the results that they keep getting over and over again. So let's break this mechanism down. You're thinking thoughts of, oh, I never have enough money. There's no money in my bank again. Oh man, this sucks. Life is hard. Whatever the thoughts are for you, let's say, okay? If you think about that thought for what it is, it's going to cause you to feel a certain way. So thinking a thought of not ever having enough money in the bank is going to cause you to feel inadequate or scarce, like you don't have enough, right? And so now that feels bad. That's a negative feeling. It's a survival type of feeling. In other words, it's a destructive type of feeling. And it's destroying and draining your life force energy, actually, by thinking it all the time. So like I said, this is going to set you free as you start understanding this to the deeper levels here. But as that thought has created a feeling inside of your being here, your body and being, by the way, is an emotional guidance system. It's here to show you which energy you're in throughout the day. And we're going to be leveraging this idea through the simple 5-step process here as we uncover each step. You're going to start to understand how to leverage your emotional guidance system better than ever. The thought you're having about the circumstance is causing you to feel a certain way about the circumstance and the result. And then how you feel causes you to show up in a certain way, to take action, in other words, or maybe take inaction if you're feeling bad about that situation. And you're often going to show up as a victim or in problem-oriented mode when you're feeling bad. Because again, it's a destructive state of being. It's not solution-oriented mode. It's problem-oriented mode. You're in the problem. And you can't solve a problem from the same level of thinking that created the problem. You have to start thinking higher and better about the situation first before you can get a solution for it. So in other words, you can't actually create a solution from survival mode. I hope you're starting to understand why you've been stuck for so long, and this is going to start breaking the cycle for you. So the feeling of worry or anxiety and scarce and not enough, or overwhelm and stress, or boredom and procrastination, of uncertainty, or whatever that looks like for you, that is causing you to show up in a specific manner. And the action you take is always in direct correlation to how you feel. Again, it's a psycho-cybernetic loop here that we're going through. So now you're going to show up in your life in survival mode, in desperate energy, in scarce, not good enough energy. Every action creates a result, and it's in direct alignment with the original thought that you had about it. And then the loop continues because the result creates the circumstance, and then it creates the thought that you have about it and the feeling that you have about it. And it causes you to show up the same way, and it causes you to be stuck over and over and over again. So step one is simply notice when you're not happy and you've entered into this survival, stressful state for yourself in your life. And it's a destructive type of energy. So we want to just simply start understanding that we can't solve any problems from this level of thinking and this level of living, the state of being. Okay. So we have to start making this shift. So step number 2 is to start to notice the actual thoughts that you're having when you feel bad, when you're not happy, because these are the actual instructions that are causing the results that you don't want, your undesired results. So you need to start shifting these thoughts and these beliefs, these ideas, before you start shifting the psychocybernetic loop and getting different results, actually. So when you notice this bad thought that you're having, I want you to liken this to a bug or a virus in your code, in your operating system code here, okay? Because obviously that's creating a result that you do not want. It's an undesired result. It's a bug in the code, in the programming. So in order to fix the bug, we simply have to let go and understand that that bug is not true, actually. And so whatever you believe is true for you is true for you, right? The Henry Ford quote, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Because it doesn't matter whether or not it's right or wrong or true or false. If you believe it's true, then it actually is true for you. And often the thoughts that we keep thinking on autopilot, those are our beliefs. Those are limiting beliefs. And they came into our life earlier on, usually years before, as a kid even. They came into your life as an idea and you've accepted it. Whether or not it was true or false, you've accepted it to be true in your life. And now it's become part of an unconscious program and instruction that keeps playing out on a regular basis in your life. It keeps causing the same psychocybernetic loop to produce the same level of results over and over and over again in your life. Just like the seed of an apple tree will grow into an apple tree over time, well, the seed of a thought will grow into that thought tree. So in other words, a thought of, I never have enough money in the bank, grows into a tree of you never having enough money in the bank. And that's what keeps creating the result that you're getting in that area of your life. I'm here to tell you, you can apply this to any area and you'll start to shift it dramatically. So step number 3 is know that that thought or belief is not true in your life. And even if it is currently true, you don't want it to be true in your life anymore, right? You're the creator of your life. So you get to dictate what's true or false in your life, what you can and cannot do. So you're going to start taking the reins of your life here on step 3. And you're going to start to say, no, this is not true for me anymore. Maybe it was in the past, but it's not true for me any longer. And I don't accept this in my life any longer. So now you get to determine what's true or what's more true in your life moving forward. And I highly recommend you start to make the choice of the opposite thought. So let's just say you're having thoughts of no money in the bank or it's hard to lose weight. I highly recommend you start choosing thoughts of, oh, there's always enough money in the bank. In fact, there's more than enough money in the bank, right? There's always more than enough money in the bank. Or losing weight can be easy to do, actually. If I know what to do and I'm following someone else doing it, right? I'm human just like that person. There's no reason why I can't get the same type of results. We're both human. Losing weight isn't just for this exclusive club of people or people who are genetically blessed that are able to lose weight. No, every human being can lose weight, actually. So the thoughts we want to start to think need to be more in alignment with our higher self, with our true nature, with the person we came onto this planet to become, actually, a limitless being who can have, do, or be anything you desire. Anything and everything that you desire is your birthright. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, quite honestly. We've actually won the lottery being here, living this life, actually. Because at any given moment in time, you could start to create the life of your dreams the way we're talking about very deeply on today's video. And the more you get good at this, and the more you align thoughts and get rid of thoughts and prune out and weed out your mind garden of all the thoughts that are limiting you and all the beliefs that are limiting you, the more you start to adopt more empowered, better serving beliefs and more aligned beliefs, now you start to change the psychocybernetic loop and you start to show up and you get different results as a result of thinking better, right? The quality of your thinking determines the quality of your life. So we are enhancing the quality of our thoughts by doing this on a regular basis. And we do it on the fly, actually, with this little state shift exercise that we're going through here. Okay. So let's go to the next step, step number 4. And this is where you physiologically, instantly, in other words, shift your state, regardless of how you're thinking, actually. Your body actually has a physiological memory. And every emotion you feel is tied to a physiological response in the body. For instance, if you're sad and depressed, you tend to lean over and you're shrunken down, you're contracted. Your body physically and physiologically is in a contracted state for yourself. You're humped over, leaned over in your chair, right? Whereas when you're confident, you stand up tall and in a powerful state, like hands to your sides or hands up and out like Rocky, like a winning position, and just stand up tall like a flourishing flower going towards the sunlight, okay? And understand that your body physiologically being in that position is actually going to immediately conjure up more confidence in the body. Well, I go one step further and you put a huge smile on your face and you literally just smile for a minute. Is the biggest smile you can conjure up. Just smile as big as you possibly can in this state of winning and being. And you're going to notice within 20, 30 seconds of doing this little exercise that you actually cannot feel bad and feel depressed or sad or anxious or overwhelmed in this state of winning position physiologically. Okay. It goes against the memory of your body, actually. So step number 4 is a physical shift in your state of being. Okay. So now you're not only challenging the thoughts you're having, you're now taking the reins of your body and being, and you're taking control of it again. And you automatically bring yourself to this powerful state of creation, of rest and relaxation, of solution oriented energy for yourself. And now you can create way more effectively from this state of being for yourself. You physically feel better. You feel more happy, more excited, more curious, more passionate, more powerful, right? And then step 5 is you choose to respond differently. Now you choose to think a different thought from now on in relation to that particular circumstance. So let's just say if having no money in the bank was your trigger, like that circumstance was your trigger, now you can respond differently. And instead of saying, oh, I never have enough money in the bank, no, it's okay that I don't currently, because that was old thinking that created that result. Well, now I'm starting to think differently. You only ever exist in the present moment. So you have to shift this loop in the present moment, in other words, in order for anything to change. You have to stop reacting to these things that are happening in your life and the thoughts that you're having about them. And you got to start responding differently and better to these areas of your life if anything's going to change, right? If nothing changes, nothing changes. This is how you start to significantly change your life on the fly as you're living it, right? Whether you're at work or whether you're building your business or whether you're with your kids at home and they trigger you, pay attention to those triggers. Pay attention to the thoughts you're having about each of those areas of your life. Maybe your significant other triggers you for whatever reasons. Pay attention to the thinking, because it's not your significant other that's the problem. It's your thoughts about, and it's the meaning you're giving that situation. You need to start shifting it. You need to start changing the way you're thinking before anything will actually change. This is one of the processes that I'm taking people through in my brand new program called U 2.0. And it's allowing people to make next level shifts, quantum leap shifts in their life, business, health, relationships, using this 5-step hack to replace a limiting belief or a thought on the fly. So try this out for yourself. Let me know what you think. If you found great value in today's video, please like it and share it with others. And as I mentioned earlier, make sure you subscribe to my channel here. I'm going to be sharing lots of life-changing ideas that'll help you quantum shift and fast forward your results like never before in your life. Okay. So with that, I hope this video served you amazingly well, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video.